flightless fannies and arboreal bros. See how your stripes disguise your true numbers. Packed tightly for warmth and safety. And it's not infested with sharks, man. It's just where they live.
And if you look off the bow, you will see yourselves a pod of Tull to me.
They are now highly endangered due to their delicious flesh. Welcome back to the podcast. I am the smoldering remains of Omen Thomas Sade.
And I am just a little bit of Nick McGill.
Together, we are a hopeless heap, the feckless momes.
And this, my collective nouns, is Tull to me.
A colorful mating dance in the jungles of prog rock, in which a nest of Nicks and an ostentation of omens will cackle incessantly through the night about each and every track that romping rock band Jethro Tull have ever aggregated in the warm, safe waters of our ear pools. An aggregation is what you call a group of manatees.
Oh, what's an ostentation? Do you remember?
Yes.
But I won't tell you.
It's the peacock.
That fits. That's good.
We will drive a drove of David's Goodyear through the base bogs, swim the seas with a school of Scots Hammond, and contend with the conspiracy of Jax Clark in the cashew trees. And if we can sort out a sword of mallards, locate a labor of moles, and protect ourselves from a pandemonium of parrots, we might just spot a grouping of that most exotic creature of all, a prickle of piccolo porcupines, a shiver of singing sharks, a prog pod of porpoises, an exaltation of lyrical larks, a flamboyance of one-legged flamingos, a disapproval of Ian's Anderson. If you think that one of me is a lot to handle, wait until the entire disapproval arrives.
Why is Jack in a cashew tree?
Why not?
Is there any relevance to his being in a cashew tree?
Well, cashew starts with C.
Okay.
And we had cashews on that pizza.
We did. We had a curry pizza.
It was so good.
That was, I had my doubts, I will admit, but it was very good.
It was a curry pizza with cashews, sweet potatoes, and salsa verde.
Verde.
Only in America.
It was good. And it was really good. The crust, I think, was very, very good.
It was made in a wood-fired pizza oven, brick pizza oven.
And as we sat down to wait for the food, I watched the girl making our pizza put her thumb through the pizza dough and have to start over.
In traditional upstate New York style. Poke a hole so the flavor can get in.
Whoops.
Nick.
Omen.
What do we have the pleasure of talking about again? We have chewed up this track, swallowed it, and now it's back in our mouths.
We are ruminating. Scant 24 hours ago, we recorded this with zero sound. So here we are again recording. Oh yeah, we're in the same room, by the way. I don't know if you can tell.
We are.
He's touching me in places.
Our thighs are touching right now.
I never knew.
Yes, we have the pleasure of each other's company in person in Feckless Moms 1 here in upstate New York, and might possibly get through the entire album.
That's the hope.
IRL.
Omen has made promises that he better keep.
I've said a lot of things.
Yes, we are talking track number 5 already, 5 of 9, off of the 23rd, I think, studio album. This is Savannah of Paddington Green.
Pavana of Sattington Green.
Yes, that's the one.
Well, I'm excited to have a listen to this.
Yeah, we should.
Let's do that.
Let's stick with tradition and listen.
Nick McGill.
Omen Sade.
That was Savannah of Paddington Green.
Sure was.
Just maybe a little word context before we dive fully into the music, before we dive fully into the words.
Yes.
A little word treat.
Oh, I'm so ready. Is it a frozen grape?
It is the frozen grape equivalent of words.
Okay.
What's a savanna?
Savanna is a grassland, really. That's pretty much it. It's just the basic definition is a land, a scrub land without trees, I think, right? Isn't
it can have trees, but it's mostly shrubby. We looked it up yesterday. It turns out it is a Spanish word, Savannah, which actually is taken from a Taino word. That's the native people of Puerto Rico, I believe, which meant a dry, grassy scrubland.
Grassland, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Specifically, the trees are spaced far enough apart that there's no canopy. I think.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Okay, yes.
Yep.
And Paddington Green?
Paddington Green is a green space in London. It is one of those great big gorgeous parks that London has.
Yes, it is a gorgeous park. It is not that big. So
it's not?
Yeah, so I looked it up on the map, and a couple of things stick out about it. One is that it is, as you might imagine, connected to London Paddington Station, which is, you will probably remember, the terminus, the London terminus of the Great Western Railway.
Oh.
The station was designed and built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Too late to take it back. He lives in our basement. And if you look at the map, it's really interesting because it's sort of it's a fairly small green space. It mostly is.
Look at that.
It's mostly a churchyard, an old churchyard, St. Mary's Churchyard at Paddington. So it has a number of burial sites there and monuments.
Interesting. So
I think that might play in. It's sort of it is a green space, but it's also dead people still live there.
Yeah, and it is not a natural green space. It is a man-made green space.
Yes. Now, a couple of city blocks away is Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park, which is a massive, like one of the two really, really big. That and Regent's Park are the really big green spaces in London. So this is not a really charismatic green space. It's just a sort of one of those green spaces that you stumble upon and notice that there are graves in.
Do you remember the name of the one that we went through to get to the museum, the body museum?
The body museum.
The Dr. John Smith.
Dr. John Body.
That one.
No.
No.
It could have been Gordon Square or Tavistock Square, Russell Square.
One of those.
Montague Street Garden. Queen Square.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many of them. Brunswick Square Gardens.
Which is amazing.
The Bee-Friendly Trust Apiary.
Ooh, I wish we had gone there.
St. George's Garden. The Dragon's Garden. Regent Square Gardens. A lot of squares. Argyle Square. Anyway. London, wonderful green spaces. This song, Nick. What doth it to you?
It's pretty okay. It's not as dull to me as, say, Dunstan and Hill was, but it's not as rockin' as Tipu House was.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I am enjoying about this album is that it is pretty well
balanced.
It's pretty well balanced. The architecture of the album is satisfying because it starts with the very first track, Puppet and the Puppet Master. It's pretty raucous.
Yes.
Raucous and raucous. Curious Ruminant is a bit more contemplative. Dunstan and Hill is a little bit more contemplative. The Tipu House rocks with socks. And then Savannah of Paddington Green is that more contemplative sound again.
Yeah, but there's still an energy. There's still a drive.
Very much. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I feel like this song brings a little bit of a style, a little bit of a nostalgic style that reminds me of some of the stuff from the late 70s or the mid 70s.
Yeah.
You know, the acoustic tracks that are off of Aqualung, for instance.
Yeah.
Not that you could put this on Aqualung and be like, oh yeah, this is a lost Aqualung song.
Yeah.
But because it is so forward with the acoustic guitar, of Ian's acoustic guitar, his signature strum pattern is there. And then you have the warmth brought by the accordion.
Yeah.
It kind of feels a little nostalgia.
Yeah, I get it. That acoustic taking such a distinct front stance really helps. But it is also clearly couched in this newer sound, this newer last trilogy of sound.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So to begin with, we have a sound which is not the first time we've heard this sound in a Jethro Tull or Jethro Tull adjacent track.
Are we talking about the discordant animals or the discordant guitar?
The sound of the birds.
The birds, yeah. Yeah. Tweet, 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 tweet. Call me in the morning. Secret language of birds also makes me think it's a milder version of bungle.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we get the animals into a discordant acoustic. Twa, 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 twa.
And yesterday, I posited that there are 2 guitars being used in this track. I retract that.
Yeah, so go back and don't listen to the podcast that we put out that doesn't have any audio.
Or listen to it.
Or you could listen
but
to
just
it.
listen to it with a grain of salt.
Yesterday was practice.
Yes, yesterday was the warm-up.
Yes, it's probably just one. It's probably just a weird chord structure.
Yeah, and I think it's Ian's immaculate hands, his intelligent hands, getting 2 different sounds out of the same instrument.
Yeah. Yeah, as any good guitar player ought to be able to do.
As any good hand
Ought to be able to do.
to guitar.
To guitar. Yeah. Yeah, so we get that discordance, and then it turns into lovely acoustic. Lovely strumming. Yep. Which then turns into... Oh, wait.
Over the strumming, Ian starts to sing.
Yes, correct.
Glimpse me, squeeze me, see if I'm real.
And let's remember that this man is 1,000 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is Lestat the vampire.
Yeah.
But Scottish.
Mixed at.
That's why vampires are allergic to garlic, because all Brits are allergic to any kind of seasoning.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
And, as we remember from his introduction to this album, he was recovering from COVID at various points during the recording of this.
Yes.
And he sounds pretty great.
It's good.
It's
good in here.
It's not belting. He's not operatic.
And he's not trying to be either, though. He's not forcing himself in this one.
He's not Ariana Grande. Doesn't have the hair for it.
No.
He's not Chapel Roaning it.
Could have the hair for that one. Because she just wears wigs, right?
No, that's her real hair.
Is it really? It's
Chapel
just teased out?
Some of it's real.
Oh, some of it.
Some of it's hair.
Ian can get extensions.
That's right. That's right. We would actually extend the baldness in every direction.
Yeah, that's just a bald cap. Yeah.
I have 3 feet of baldness, please. Real human baldness, none of the synthetic stuff.
Oh, Jesus. Sculpts for seniors.
And then we do, as you mentioned, get the accordion and the drum and the bass coming in at the same time, right on the I am, the start of the second verse.
35 seconds.
I am a wild beast, tiny part of the herd.
And the drums and the bass are pretty innocuous.
Yes. Yeah.
They are uniquely soft.
Mm-hmm. Like me.
Like Nick.
Yeah.
So soft.
Yeah, the I don't hear the bass come forward until about 140.
Yeah.
It steps into this really interesting sound here.
Threatening species, we turn in on ourselves.
Wow, interesting.
It's a lot more prominent there. Yeah.
A fun rhythm there by David Goodyear.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of playing with the possibilities that the time signature offers him.
Which are not many.
So the time signature is, Nick?
So weird. It's 3/4, and then there are some instances of 5.
I think it's 3/4, but occasionally a measure of 2 is inserted.
Oh, it's 2. Yeah, okay.
But, or you could say it's a measure of 5 because it's 2 plus 3.
Yeah.
But the whole track does have that really delightful lilting, swaying, almost
waltzy, but not quite.
Yeah, it's not like an pa.
Yes,
and
correct.
It doesn't feel Venetian.
Venetian?
Nope.
Venereal.
It does not feel venereal.
Okay, good.
It feels vernacular.
And verbose.
What's things from Vienna? It's not Viennese.
Viennese.
It's not a Viennese waltz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it has a very kind of folky feel.
Yes. Yeah, a light lilting.
It's like a charming, sunny afternoon with a hint of depression.
hidden under your parasol. You don't let anybody know.
No.
From the exterior, you look like you're enjoying a nice sunny walk.
It's the same ratio of depression to loveliness as they flavor La Croix sparkling water with. It's like, it doesn't taste like blackberry.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's like you were in the same room with depression for long enough that a little bit of the scent came off on you.
Depression adjacent. Yeah. Drums really come in. We have a really cool kind of fill right in the middle.
That's a triplet.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a triplet in 3/4 time.
That's crazy. So it's a ninthlet.
It's ninthlet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's the 1, 2, 3 in the one of a 1, 2, 3.
What is it though?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
You do the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1.
I think it is.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think that math might be involved.
I think so. And that special level of witchcraft that only drummers can do with rhythm that I couldn't even begin to fathom. Like there was a point when Ray and I went to see Carbon Leaf a little while ago when they were doing a set of acoustic where it was just the one guy with the guitar and everybody else was around singing. And then the drummer had, I don't think it was a cajon, but he had some little thing that he was playing.
Bits and bobs.
And at one point, because it was so pared back, the drum was very noticeable. And at one point I turned to Ray and I was like, this is just witchcraft. Like I couldn't even begin to fathom this.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, and in a way it is. I mean, they are mysterious, invisible forces which affect human beings.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
But I'm a white male at 40, so it's
impervious.
Doesn't affect me.
Yeah. Around the area that you're talking about, or rather around the end of the second verse, we actually have some flute and mandolin that come in.
Oh, that's our chorus. Yeah, we've got flute, mandolin, and layered vocals.
Yes.
Those all come in at the chorus.
We had been talking yesterday about, is it a possibility that is some other voice than Ian's, or is it just Ian's doubled up? I don't think we have come to a conclusion.
My vote is it's David.
Wheeling and whirling in social display, free flying celebration of synchronous play.
Now, see, I vote it's Ian.
I don't know.
Either way, we're right.
Yeah, one of the moms is right.
And therefore, we're both right.
We are a collective.
Yes. One brain cell.
Between the both.
Yes. I had missed the mandolin the first time around, but I do think that contributes to the overall folkiness feel of this. And maybe that's why I'm kind of drawn back into that mid-late 70s Songs from the Wood, Heavy Horses feel here with this song.
And I think it's still the same mandolin playing that we had from Tipu House because it's still got a tinniness to it.
Oh, the same actual instrument.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ibanez.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
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 Yeah, why not?
Why not?
The instrument that really takes charge of this song is
the accordion.
Is the accordion.
Yeah.
If the acoustic guitar forms the grass of this Savannah of a song,
okay,
then the accordion is the wildebeest.
Okay.
Who fertilize the grass with their poop.
I think I follow.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain it myself, but I think I follow.
The fact that you followed that scares me.
6 years, baby.
Yeah.
Or 20 years.
The mandolin is one of those cowbirds that just rides along and eats the flies off of the wildebeests.
Yeah. It's a symbiotic relationship.
That's right.
Yeah.
The base is a crocodile.
Oh, now we're going all over the place, aren't we?
So we have a what has become a signature ending to this song.
That's right.
We heard it with Dunstan and Hill.
No, it wasn't Hill. It was Puppet and Puppet Master.
We've had it with Curious Ruminant. Sum.
Puppet and Puppet Master, to and fro.
Fro. Yeah, the big speaky ending.
Yep.
We have of Paddington, green. And then Ian discharges the flute.
Green.
Right. He has to let off the pressure lest it explode and take out someone's eye.
Like a pressure cooker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a boiler. He's going back to his childhood.
Oh, speaking of boiler,
He's discharging the flute boiler fluid.
they just did an interview with him, and boiler fluid is like a cleaning solvent or something, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the interview, but Feckless Mom mentioned it.
Oh, well, that makes sense. It's not the fluid because you just use water for the boiler. It's boiling water.
Uh-huh.
But you would want to add something to it so that as the pipes inevitably get a little bit of mineral
Deposit.
it would dissolve them and clean it out.
That's vinegar. We use vinegar in our house.
So he was just selling vinegar?
We're selling vinegar and water.
Smart.
Boiler fluid.
Boiler. Yeah. Oh,
The markup is just
call it boiler fluid.
massive.
Yeah. I actually use white vinegar with it mixed with water as a cleaning agent for the top of my stove, or a glass top stove.
Yes, that's also a good cleaning agent. Yeah.
And for giving Jesus a little drink when he's on the cross.
Vinegar? They gave him vinegar?
Yeah, it's in the Bible.
They gave him kombucha?
Oh, no, I prefer the ginger.
Do you have the ginger kind?
My tummy is a little upset from the stigmata.
Well, it's not stigmata for him.
What?
It's just being stabbed.
That's a good point.
The stigmata is the physical manifestation of it after the fact.
Yeah, right. It's only stigmata if it comes from the stigmata area of Palestine.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just sparkling stab wounds.
It's a regional difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, before a tortoise drops out of the sky and kills us both, anything else to say musically about this song?
Not at all.
I enjoy it. I want to wrap myself up in it and take a long nap.
Green.
Green.
Nick McGill.
Omen. Sade.
We've discussed what a Savannah is.
We did.
We've discussed what Paddington Green is.
We sure did.
What have these two things to do with each other?
Well, I think it's kind of an ironic dichotomy here that we're talking about. We're referring to the Paddington Green as a savanna.
So, an antithetical statement in a way.
Kind of. It's not.
The hotness of ice, the coldness of the sun.
Yeah, it's not quite oxymoronic.
The Zen Garden of Grand Central Station.
Because, I mean, if you look at it based on that pure definition, the Paddington Green is kind of a scrubland without a canopy, you know?
It's got trees that provide some shade, but
yeah.
I think he's talking, a lot of what this album is about is the social side of things.
Yeah.
And I think that I get that vibe from this song, that there's this sense of, well, you remember Mother Goose?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just comparing this because this is another song kind of about London, and Mother Goose is
Yeah.
a song that takes place in London.
Yep.
But I sort of feel like this is in the same vein, in the sense that it is, he's taking a look at something that is very banal. Like Paddington Green is not the most exciting park in London. It's just a regular place where probably some office workers go and have their lunch.
Right. Yeah.
And, people go about their day.
Yeah.
And looking at it through the lens of, oh, this is a wild savanna where I'm seeing the interactions of all these different species and beasts.
Okay.
With all the mating rituals, hunting procedures,
Okay.
deaths.
This is a stylized comparison of man to wild animal.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Not dissimilar from the starting point of Bungle in the Jungle.
Sure.
But this has a totally different feel and a totally different vibe.
Yeah. Agreed.
Glimpse me, squeeze me, see if I'm real. Tangible fauna, slippery eel.
Glimpse me, squeeze me, see if I'm real. Tangible fauna, slippery eel.
So already we're getting the imperative of our narrator telling us to do something
To him.
to be aware of him and what he is.
Yeah.
He is a physical thing.
And what is a human being but an animal?
Exactly.
An animal with delusions of
Grandeur.
grandeur.
Yeah.
Eels, of course, are very important to British culture.
Yeah. English history. Sure.
Lots of eels were fished from the Thames, farmed in various places. They still have eel pits if you get an underground piece of real estate filled with water, you can farm your own eels.
Oh, wow. That's my next investment.
I was hoping it would be.
Yeah. Historically, I mean, there are references to eel pies in Shakespeare, right? Like, I mean, they were farmed, they were eaten, it was fairly common.
Yeah, and it was like the poor people's, it was like, you want to go get an eel pie? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, it would be like, yes.
Yes, please, thank you.
Please, I don't know what hot sauce is. Let's have some eel. Although I do have to say, eel sushi is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tangible fauna. So, fauna is
animals
as opposed to
flora.
Chart me and dart me, faint dot on the screen.
Chart me and dart me, faint dot on the screen.
I really enjoy this.
Brings you home, huh?
Yes, it does in a way. So I think that charting and darting refer to when you place a tracker, a radio tracker on an animal.
Yeah.
Now, darting could also refer to a tranquilizer dart.
A trank, sure.
But if you're going to put a radio collar on a savage, dangerous animal, you want to trank dart it first.
Yeah, right. And that's what the dot on the screen is,
Right.
is you can track the animal.
Exactly. And they do that with, megafauna all over the world, scientists do. Charting. So when I was a kid, my mom was doing this long-term small mammal survey. She ran a couple of different trap grids, one up in the Adirondacks and one closer to where we are now, and would set up grids of live traps, and then whatever would go into it, she would bait them, set them out with an army of undergraduate students and me.
What did she use for bait?
The undergraduate students.
Oh, okay.
And me. Mostly sunflower seeds.
Oh, checks out.
Yeah, because she was mostly after chipmunks. But mice and other things, shrews, occasionally a squirrel, sometimes a weasel would go in. Sometimes we would find only the head of a mouse because a weasel had pushed down the front door and was able to get in and eat the animal and then back out
And
of
then
the trap.
still get out, yeah.
But she would, assuming the animal was alive, she would put it in a bag, weigh it, sex it, check its teeth and reproductive status, and ear tag it. And then if it had an ear tag, we would record the ear tag, and she had, data going back for years on each of these animals.
Right.
I feel that Ian has been in the public eye so long that he feels a little bit like a wild animal that has been tagged because everyone always knows where he is.
Sure. He's been darted and therefore charted, and he is always a faint dot on the screen in always being this wild / not actually wild animal on the urban savanna of the Paddington Green.
And that could be a metaphorical charting and darting. People are always aware of him. He's painfully aware of people's awareness of him.
Yeah.
But also these days we have things like air tags and location sharing on smartphones.
Yeah.
So it may be that, he was like, I just got into the train station. I just want to disappear for a little bit. I won't go to Kensington Green because it's too popular. I'll go to Paddington Green and hide behind a shrubbery.
Meanwhile, JDA is watching.
I'm 50 meters south of you. Curry drop in 24 clicks. Yeah, and it's interesting.
I cannot help but when I hear the word urban to think of Urban Chameleon, which he says in, wait for it, Lost in Crowds in Rupee's Dance.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I get lost in crowds if I can. I remain invisible to the hungry mouths. I stay unapproachable. I wear the landscape of the urban chameleon.
Yeah,
which is
good.
Kind of similar here.
Great.
Yeah, it's a sister song.
I get lost in crowds. If I can, I remain invisible to the hungry mouths. I stay unapproachable. I wear the landscape of the urban chameleon.
If I stay still enough, the paparazzi will not notice me.
I'll blend in.
Did that tree just take a bite of my naan bread?
Does that tree look disappointed to you?
I am the wild beast, tiny part of the herd, flock, shoal, and theater of the absurd.
I am the wild beast, tiny part of the herd. Flock, shoal, and theater of the absurd.
Well, we kind of already have cast him as the wild beast who is begrudgingly interacting with society.
Right.
A herd, flock, and shoal are all collective nouns.
Collective nouns for animals.
Right. And theater of the absurd is really interesting. I mean, it does refer to an actual style of theater, but I think it more broadly these days refers to just the world and
reality.
How crazy things have gone. We were just watching a bit of Fry and Laurie last night. And
the 80s.
And the most absurd sketch that they could come up with was not that far from the reality that we're currently living.
Yeah. The interesting part, herd, flock, and shoal are also the verb to do those, to become those things. You shoal to become a shoal. You flock to become a flock. I don't know. It's just interesting to me, language-wise.
So he's saying, I am this beast, I'm the lone tiger in the forest, but also I am a tiny part of this herd, this flock of humanity that all moves together.
Right. I'm not so special. We all do this. Yeah.
Yes. Compare us to lemmings, death wish contemplation, or mindlessly happy in sweet murmuration.
Compare us to lemmings, death wish contemplation, or in mindlessly happy, sweet murmuration.
Yeah, not the first reference to lemmings we've had.
Lemmings, of course, have the erroneous association with mass suicide.
Right. That the populace is too large, so they will throw themselves off of a cliff.
They don't actually do that.
They don't do that. No, that's dumb.
Yeah, they might fall off a cliff accidentally.
They could be dumb animals, yeah.
I think they're kind of stupid.
Maybe that's what the thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or mindlessly happy in sweet murmuration. A murmuration is one of those flocks of birds that is so big that it moves like an object.
It moves as one, and it's got that liquid undulation that you can see in thousands of birds all kind of moving as one. You get kind of the same thing with a shoal of fish as well. Yeah,
it's really striking when you see it happening.
Yeah.
It's mesmerizing.
It is. It very much is.
It's murmurizing.
It's murmurizing. And it is it's actually a defense mechanism. If you're hard to spot, you're harder to get picked off.
A predator has a more difficult time identifying an individual.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with zebras. That's the part of why the stripes are helpful for defense.
Yeah. You can't pick out the individual if it's just a sea of black and white stripes.
Yeah. That's why polka dotted zebras always get hunted first.
They're pretty rare at this point.
They are.
Yeah.
That's selection.
You'll see a clown riding off on the sunset on a polka dot zebra.
That's why clowns are hunted so often. They stand out from the rest of the population. That's why clowns group together. You can't tell them apart.
You can't tell how many there are, yeah. Wow. Now we get into chorus.
Wheeling and whirling in social display, free flight celebration of synchronous play.
Wheeling and whirling in social display, free flight celebration of synchronous play.
A great verbal representation of what a murmuration is.
Wheeling and whirling.
Good description, yeah. In a social display, free flight celebration of synchronous, that synchronicity.
Yes.
Synchronous play.
We were kind of talking yesterday about all of the various things that could refer to.
Yeah. Ian on stage wheeling and whirling.
Yep.
And that synchronous play is the band.
Or the wheeling and whirling of the band doing what is by definition a social display.
Sure.
And then the audience celebrating in synchronous play along with them all nodding along.
Nodding, air guitar, spilling your beer on someone and
getting into a fight with an octogenarian.
Yeah. And then...
and getting kicked out.
And then a 9-foot-tall Scandi comes and saves the day.
Like Batman, materializing out of the dark.
Was Icelandic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was so cool.
But also, the wheeling and whirling, thinking about a murmuration, when you watch a crowd of people getting onto the subway in New York City, it is that moving as a crowd. There is no individual anymore.
Yeah. It's difficult not to get swept up in that.
Right. Irresponsible echoes best heard and not seen over urban Savannah of Paddington Green.
Irresponsible echoes best heard and not seen over urban Savannah of Paddington Green.
I love irresponsible echoes. What a great phrase.
And that could break down and refer to any number of things.
Right. We said it could possibly be the sound that a prey animal makes.
Oh, yes.
It would be irresponsible because a predator can find you with your noise.
It could be a missed note on the flute.
Sure, yeah.
That's all that the reviewers talk about for the next 6 years.
Yeah, yeah. Or just in general, like Ian taking the piss, like he does every now and then and saying, like, why was I ever in a band? You know, why did they give me a music contract?
Right.
Yeah.
Best heard and not seen is a reversal of the typical saying children should be seen and not heard.
Seen and not heard, yeah.
Well, and also like that, if you take it that way, it casts the echoes as his children. I've been spreading my echoes all across the world. God.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
Release so many. I've got albums to feed.
That aqualung just will not stop eating.
It will not stop eating. And that's our chorus.
Yes.
Does that have a different tune? No, does it?
Wheeling and whirling in social display. Yeah, that's different.
Wheeling and whirling.
That's the one that gives us the mando, the double up of the vocals, and the flute.
It's not that different a tune.
No, but it takes a different tack. It's a bit more energetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a faint folk memory of trees, lush meadows, right here on this spot where dust gathers and blows.
I have a faint folk memory of trees, lush meadows, right here on this spot where dust gathers and blows.
Well, London has grown and grown and grown and grown and grown over time.
Mm-hmm.
So parts of London that are now very definitely considered London were at some points little tiny hamlets on the outside of London.
Green spaces, like natural green spaces, not man-made green spaces.
Or even little towns
Yeah,
that
right.
now have grown up. And I think that's, I think that, was it St. Mary's, did we say?
Yes, that graveyard in Paddington, yeah.
I think that's in there for a while.
I mean, it has to be old if it's in the middle of London in a green space.
Yeah. The present St. Mary's, the third on the site, was built in 1791.
Whoa, the third
Yeah.
was 1791? Woo!
Yeah. So, and that's all the information the website gives us. The first two are a mystery and a secret.
That's right.
But it is a burial ground.
Yeah.
So I think that the dust that is being collected, from dust to dust, we often refer to dead people.
Yeah, that's the common eulogy for a funeral.
So interesting that he's saying, I have a memory of when this was a real green space, an actual wild space, where now it's just dusty buildings and dusty bodies.
Yeah.
That gather and blow.
Right. So that's beyond the Paddington Green, because that's one of the few green spaces. Not that London has few of them, but I mean, ratio wise.
Sure.
You know.
Threatening species we turned in on ourselves, like others before us, now left on the shelves.
Threatening species we turned in on ourselves, like others before us, now left on the shelves.
This is perhaps the most poignant verse of the piece to me.
Yeah, I think so.
A threatening species, we are a species that threatens other species.
And we threaten ourselves.
And
we turned in on ourselves.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So now we are at the point where our species is kind of self-threatening, self-destructing. And like others before us, like other species before us, we will someday be a curiosity in a squid museum.
Yeah, will be a history. Yeah.
There was an amazing, do you know the Chicken Shop Date series?
That sounds like madness to me, whatever it is.
It's a British woman who brings celebrities into a chicken shop and has a date with them.
Okay.
And asks them provocative questions. It's very funny.
Is it a podcast?
It's similar to a podcast. It's a YouTube thing, I think.
Oh, okay.
But she had American drag queen Trixie Mattel on.
Okay.
And she was like, you live in America? Trixie was like, yep. And she was like, how's that going? Trixie was like, girl, we're a conquering nation who apparently has decided to conquer ourselves. It's not great.
Well put.
And I was like, well, that is true at this moment in time. And also a bit of a microcosm of humanity in general. We're a conquering species who's decided to conquer ourselves.
Yeah.
And all of this could be observed sitting in this space. You see all the people interacting with each other. You see the kind of daily life of these people, and you see people who've been, you see the evidence of people who've been dead for hundreds of years.
Right. Because it's in the middle of the city, you get you'll get people from all over at every walk in this green space, and they are therefore observable.
Especially even more so since it's right next to Paddington Station.
Yes.
You really could get people. I mean, it's London, so of course you get people from all over the world anyway,
Yeah.
but even more so potentially here.
By the train, yeah.
Wheeling and whirling, in social display, free flight, celebration of synchronous play. We're in the chorus again, last chorus. Finally, we wrap up with the verse, but hey, we had glorious times of sweet ignorance, reveling. But hey, we had glorious times of sweet ignorance, reveling in shady shared points of indifference.
But hey, we had glorious times of sweet ignorance, reveling in shady shared points of indifference.
This is the line where, in my opinion, there are approximately 12 syllables too many for it to actually scan properly.
Yeah, a little Ian Anderson scansion for you there.
But somehow he manages to make it smooth.
It fits.
What do we make of these two lines?
We had glorious times of sweet ignorance is, I think, the idea of man kind of ignoring the issues and the flaws and the things that ought to have worried. And that can be tied back into those irresponsible echoes.
You know what occurs to me? This is not that far from Baker Street.
Okay.
So this could have been a place that young Ian hung out.
Sure.
And as an individual, had glorious times of sweet ignorance.
Right. So this could be mankind, but this could also be another reference to just Ian or the band.
Oh yeah, it's sort of the good old days they came and went, giving way to fruitful years.
Yeah.
The bad old days, they came and went, giving way to fruitful years.
We used to know, yeah.
We used to know, thank you. Jeez. And, you know, Ian is such a brilliant writer and a brilliant poet that he can effortlessly pull off this double-headed meaning.
Yeah.
A meaning that satisfies everyone. That, you know, you can see the macrocosm and the microcosm at the same time, and they both work absolutely well, perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, his poetry certainly at this point has reached that ability to do it flawlessly and seamlessly.
Reveling in shady shared points of indifference. The park literally has some big trees that offer shade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like when you look at reviews of the park, it only has 4 stars, funnily enough. But some people have said, oh yeah, the trees that give shade are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you know, under a shady bower is kind of an image, an old image of pastoral delights.
Right. Yeah.
Which could refer to like, hey, I personally have had a nice time in this park with my friends, but also humanity has had a nice time in the park of civilization.
Yeah.
One thing I appreciate about London green spaces is that a lot of them actually are programmed in such a way to specifically make room for wild creatures, or, you know, foxes and hedgehogs and different types of birds and bees. And
yeah, we saw a ton of crows or ravens in one of the spaces that we walked through on the way through. Yeah, I remember that.
Adjacent, cracked flyover, silent, serene by the urban savannah of Paddington Green, by the urban savannah of Paddington Green, of Paddington Green, of Paddington Green, of Paddington
Green.
Green.
Adjacent, cracked flyover, silent, serene by the urban savannah of Paddington Green.
I'm not sure what the flyover necessarily refers to, although it is the case that you do have the terminus there of the Great Western Railway. And so there is a large, I mean, you can see it on the map.
Yeah.
That is just, you know, probably a quarter mile wide of steel tracks.
Yeah.
And so it could, the contrast between like, oh, this lovely green space, and then the most industrious thing that had ever occurred up to a certain point.
Yeah.
Must be a contrast that Ian wouldn't miss.
Yeah. Right. is the thing that is flown over silent and serene, or is the entity that is
the flying over.
indifferent silent and serene? I think that's probably it.
Huh, interesting.
And I can't help but think of, when I think of cracked, to think of just like asphalt or pavement.
Right.
Or concrete.
Oh! A flyover is also the British term for an overpass.
Oh, okay.
So I think...
An adjacent cracked overpass.
Yes, there's literally... So you're in this beautiful tree spot, and then you look to your right, and there's a massive 6,000-ton concrete block just sitting there staring at you.
Yeah.
With its one good eye.
The other one's squinky.
And the other one is drilling.
Drilling?
A drilling eye. Yeah, interesting. So lots of contrasts. We have humanity with creatures. We have the individual in the herd. We have
Ian and the band.
We have Ian and the band. We have the band and the populace. We have death wish, contemplation, and sweet murmuration.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of antitheses here. It's very Shakespearean.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all a bunch of couplets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Wow.
11, 12.
Serene green, scene green.
Yep.
Contemplation, murmuration, herd absurd, real eel.
That's what they called me in high school.
They still call you that.
Oh.
Down in the eel pond.
Down at the eel pond, baby.
Nick, overall, what feelings does this song leave you with?
I don't know. It's kind of depressing now that I think about it. To me, it's got that dark side of acceptance of what is to come.
Sure.
And it's not necessarily great what is to come.
Yeah. It could also be a bit of everything's a bit shit now, but we did have a good time, didn't we?
Yeah, like a fond nostalgia.
A fond nostalgia mixed with a hint of dread and depression.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of hopefulness for me in this song, and I think it's from the music. It's from the warmth of the music. This isn't a stark, everyone get your bug out bags and say your prayers. It's over.
Yeah, it's not wondering aloud, which is, in my opinion, post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Or wondering again, rather.
Or the ice one.
Skating away.
Yo, that one too. Or the Ice Bear Cometh.
Oh, from Stormwatch.
From Stormwatch.
I don't remember which one it is.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one that's about that's based on that short story about the glacier.
Right, yeah.
I feel like this is the calm before the storm.
Green.
And what comes after this song?
What comes next? Next week, we are talking... Ooh, Stygian Hand.
Yes, so take your breather while you can, for here doth come the Stygian Hand.
Ooh.
And we were commenting, we noticed just because we're reading the lyrics off of the
insert from the vinyl.
The vinyl insert, thank you. And behind the lyrics are these very, very faint images that have been like desaturated or
right.
transparified. The one, Savannah of Paddington Green, is on the same page as the Tipu house. And behind that, we noticed is what must be
the Tipu tree.
A Tipu tree. It's got those leaves, kind of like an olive tree that are individuals, and then you have those beautiful yellow flowers.
Yeah.
Until next week, when we have a Stygian Hand job to do, I am that slipperiest of eels, Omen Thomas Sade.
I am a tiny part of the herd. I am Nick McGill.
Our echoes are the most irresponsible. We are the feckless momes.
And this is a celebration of synchronous play. This is Talk Tull to me. I've always wanted to be a part of a murmuration. I'd spread my supple wings and fly with the best of them, and the worst of them. I'd feel the breeze through my thinning feathers as I danced deliciously through the air. Of course, we both know, you and I and you, that I could never participate in such a grotesquely beautiful display. My lusciousness would outshine any around me. My ooey-gooey delight would outweigh the collective greatness. So instead, I sit in suppurating squalor and wallow in anachronistic pulchritude. I dance the dainty dance of dalliance alone, a solo salsa showing nothing to no one. Here I sit with naught to do, to share, to produce, to offer but a disembodied voice, a resonant croak calling out through the waves and eons. For years to come, long past my prime, for let's be honest, it's in the rear view already, my presence can be heard. Will it be heard? That's a different story. An altogether alternate ball of wax. Perhaps my immortality, my true everlasting legacy, is to be a whispering on the wind, a wishing wisp of woeful washed-upness. Regardless both ear and the regular, I can still be heard. Today, tomorrow, tomato, schlemizel, schlemazel, Hassenpfeffer Incorporated. I echo through the ages. If you listen closely and you know what to listen for, you just might be able to hear it. It speaks, it laughs, it cries, it ashamedly asserts and staunchly states, Talk Tull to Me is a proud member of the Feckless Momes audio network.